Dan Senor was a senior advisor to the Romney-Ryan campaign in 2012. Dan, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, clearly a play of showmanship this morning with this surprise visit. Will it work?
Well, it depends what he's trying to achieve. I mean, I think at a very basic level, what this has the potential to achieve is just to show that he can deal with foreign leaders, not completely make a mess of himself, an embarrassment when he does so, and look sort of like a president. These trips, I was involved in 2012 when we went with Governor Romney to Israel and the UK and Poland. And these were complex trips, months of planning, security considerations, logistical, press events, traveled with a huge press corps, press events with the foreign press when you're over there, public rallies, and obviously there were a lot of mistakes made. It's tough to pull off. This one's pretty simple, right? They planned it this weekend. He's going over there. He's doing a meeting. It's not clear he's doing any press there, and he's coming back. So there's not a lot that can go wrong.
You worked for Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
He had said during the primary campaign to win the nomination that these 11 million undocumented immigrants should self-deport.
Right.
In the end, he got 27% of the Hispanic vote. That's part of the reason he lost the election. Donald Trump is not saying they should self-deport. He's saying he's going to round them up.
Right. He's going to have a deportation force. He's going to have a special dedicated deportation force. And he used the word remove, not just that they should leave, that we're actually going to physically remove them, forced relocation. It's absurd. I mean, if Trump gets 10% of the Latino vote, I would be shocked.
And polls suggest he's actually at 22% right now. What your answer there, as it regarded this weekend, echoed what Steve Bannon, the Washington Post is reporting, said about this visit. It will showcase Donald Trump as a statesman who could deal directly with Mexico, rather brazenly optical, if nothing else. So what's the risk for Donald Trump?
Well, look, the standard right now, I don't think there's some real high risk. The standard now for Trump is so low. I mean, sort of like these speeches, right? Every time he reads from a teleprompter, everyone starts saying, oh my gosh, it's like Cicero. I mean, it's so impressive. The standard's so low. So if he just makes this trip, I think people are going to say, wow, he looks like a president. The risk is if the Mexican president comes out and says something critical about what came out of the meeting, and Trump then pops back.
Dan, the problem is not a plan. Paul Ryan has a plan. Barack Obama has a plan. There's plenty of plans out there. The problem is Congress won't pass any of those plans. What's Donald Trump going to say about how he's going to get his plan through Congress? That's what ultimately matters.
Look, I think he should be pressed on it. He doesn't have an answer. And by the way, he also should be pressed on, did you talk to the Mexican president about how they're going to spend their money, their tax dollars on building this wall? If you actually do the math, building the wall, if the Mexican government pays for it, it's about 5% of Mexico's GDP. It would be the single largest expenditure the Mexican government has to make. Did you, Mr. Trump, tell the Mexican president they're going to have to pay for it? What was his response? The Mexican president's approval ratings are in the tank. He's going to have to push back, too. So that's where the risk is, the sort of post-spin out of this meeting.
Dan Senor, good to see you. Thank you
Good
so
to be
much.
with you.